next one will be a big one, baby. But being a country singer.
How are you?
Eating.
Yeah.
A watermelon. You're capturing it? How am I feeling? The voice, did you say? Sorry. I feel okay. I don't think I said it obviously publicly at the time on this platform, but yeah, I had a blind audition at the top of the year, February. I think you just captured the aftermath of the blind audition, which didn't go the way I wanted it to go. I didn't get any turns when I went on the stage and sang, and it was disheartening, to be honest with you, because I just hadn't mentally prepared for that outcome. And so I think if I'd mentally prepared for it, then I would have probably handled it a little bit better. What was difficult was just being in shock, but having to process that really, really quickly. Particularly, like, literally straight off of the stage, they wanted to capture my reaction to what had happened, and I was just like, oh no! Yeah, I mean, that kind of reminded me that it is like a TV show as well as like a talent show as well. But like, I thought that it would go a different way, and so I had to, like, you know, I think it was something that you said about grieving what you thought was going to happen, basically. So I've had to do that, and then I found out that the show was going to be airing, the series was going to be airing end of August. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, it took me a while to process, and I watched the first episode. Oh my gosh, I think I just saw myself on there.
Did you? Rewind it. We kind of saw you. Yeah, so you were saying.
Nice student.
You're really eating that watermelon, boy.
Yeah, but what do you want to do?
I'm Deborah, I'm 28.
Yeah, grieving the outcome I thought it was going to be. It was difficult.
Yeah, then when you saw it was on TV, what was your reaction?
Yeah, like, I think the first episode was a bit difficult to watch, because it kind of took me right back to that place, even though I wasn't watching my audition. And I also wasn't 100% sure they were going to air it. But I think I know now that they will air it, because they'll get in contact with me when it's my episode, and I have to kind of like promote it and stuff. So, I don't know. It's a difficult one. What I'd say to someone who says that they are waiting for the right time or circumstance to create is that there is no right time. If there is a right time, it will be right now. With what you have, the circumstance that you're in, create. Because I think sometimes we think it's about what we can put out and how it impacts other people, but also it's about you as an individual and how you're built. Creativity is a gift, and it's part of your makeup and design, and I think it's an outlet that should be used consistently, because you need that release. You need it. I think now I'm okay, because I feel like it's up to me how much I allow myself to, I don't know, embrace the series. I think after watching my episode, I don't have to watch anything else. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like if it wasn't supposed to happen the way I would have wanted it to happen, then it's happened like that for a reason. If that makes sense. And you kind of go on to bigger and to better. And I think just being okay with the fact that it wasn't an easy thing to do, like to even get to the point of having a blind audition. There's like a process before. There's 2 auditions you have to do before that. So, and to think that 11,000 people applied to the show, and you know, you got one of like 70 places, is quite a good achievement, you know. It wasn't ideal. I would have loved to get a turn, but you know, I have to kind of be confident in the fact that, like, beyond getting a turn, there was the process that I had to go on through the show, in believing in what I have, and you know, really capturing the essence of what I bring to the table creatively and as a singer. I want to watch this.
Alright, bye.
So yeah, I guess that would be my first question. Like, what position are you playing in the organisation?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of everything. I definitely want to have a big hand in curating, as in like choosing the artists, the theme, the theming of everything, kind of like the general flow. But in terms of having a team, if I can get a team together, that would be exactly what I want to do. Like, obviously other people have strengths that I definitely do not have. And if I can get through my network some people who are open and down to do those tasks, like those roles, then that's definitely what I'm leaning towards.
Yeah, like where does this sit? Is it part of this group?
So like,
you
This is very early days. Like I literally just told Laura, I was like, I think I want to curate, and she was like,
nice.
Let's go.
Super early days.
What are your thoughts so far? Like where are you with the theme?
It's currently sitting at like Black artists for sure, but then also within that, I kind of want to do the thing that's on my mind at the moment is like sort of coming of age vibe. That's kind of all I've got right now. I've been swinging between different places, like, because I don't want it to be one of those vague like Black excellence. Black is excellent, fabulous, but like there's other experiences I want to tap into, but I'm not sure kind of like where to begin. I feel like focus on Blackness is just like so, and then I just want to be able to portray just the kind of softness of just being a human being. And if that happens to be Black people or Black bodies, then that's just my reality.
Something like I think coming of age is so interesting because it's something that everyone goes through. But then within that, there's going to be things that are very specific to Black communities, and then even within Black communities, you can make it very specific to Ghanaian communities, Jamaican communities, or Ghanaian communities in Manchester. In this, so I think get as nuanced. Do you know what I mean? Like get as nuanced as you can. If you are going to look at identity, I think look very specifically at themes, and then I think it also creates a bit of a challenge for the artists as well because it makes them think. I think people think they're being really helpful when they're like, "Oh, just bring anything." It's like where do I start? You know, don't be scared to be really specific about what you want. Yeah.
No, that's very helpful actually. Because I feel like, initially I thought it was broad the way to go, but now that you've explained it, it does make so much more sense to be as... Obviously you don't want to restrict people like crazy, but you need to give a very clear brief of what you...
That one of the number one things is to have a curatorial statement. So that is kind of what the exhibition is, the philosophy and kind of thematic side of it, like where it's come from, what it hopes to achieve. Obviously that's also the time where you would talk about any artists or who are partaking and artworks and why they've been selected. So it's kind of like the synopsis. It's almost like the synopsis of a film. That's like the curatorial statement is what you want for the exhibition. So that's the first thing that I would probably produce.
In your experience, what do you feel like are the most common mistakes when it comes to either promoting an exhibition or if you've got more hands-on experience, like in terms of running it, what kind of comes to mind for that?
If you're looking to build something, then before you go out, before you even do your first thing, have like 3 things in mind that you want to, so you're going to start with this, which is going to lead on to this, because that, I think, if you can get that hinted at least, if you can start hinting that in the press release, it already kind of allows you to build a committed or engaged audience space, rather than just inviting these people to this one thing. It's like, if you can't make this, you've actually got something coming up in 2 months' time, or something like that. So I think that would be the comms pitfalls, is that usually people can be quite short-sighted.
Yeah, I think those are my questions for now. Yeah, those are the main things I think. And you've given me a lot to think about, which is good. Which is exactly what I was looking for. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. What are you planning for?
I feel like you've opened my eyes to a whole world. I was thinking end of this year, but now I'm like, maybe let's push that to next year.
Go on.
When I first started when I made my first song Sage, or even before that, I used to have the man there, Hefe, T-Kid, Kids. Literally every time up in the studio in sixth form, just sitting there like on take after take. Remember the diss track we made like a 12-minute diss track, but we can't release that.
Against who?
No comment. I started doing music, how did that start? I was in sixth form, Migos had just dropped Culture, and me and my friends were like, yo, let's make like a parody, or like let's just make a track like Migos. It was a 3-man thing. And I remember I was writing my verse, and you know, my girl was like, "Yo, this is a sick verse. Like, why don't you make your own track?" So I wrote a song. I wrote a song to like a Miss type beat. I wrote it to Madness. Shout out to Miss. Made it to Madness. And every night I remember I was just literally on the phone would be in front of me, I'd be calling different people, just spitting the same beat with my laptop up, spitting the same song over and over and over again. And it just took off, and then eventually, you know, I got a manager, got in the studio, we made the song, and from there the rest is history.
I'm in the studio, 6-4 studio session. 2016 still. Alex is supposed to put up, but he didn't make it. But literally, you do this thing on TikTok. Us man used to have, we used to be there for like 4 hours, 5 hours straight. It's one of my thing. We made gold in 6-4. We made some music there. We made some music there. Features, we performed at the 6-4 talent show. We done our thing.
Favorite highlights of my career journey, I think. Doing open mics with the man them. Yeah, I remember my first one, it was a song called Gold with me and my boy Zeno. And yeah, just finished 6-4. And up until then, we used to do rap battles during that lunchtime. And I think that first open mic really cemented that, yeah, like we're doing this music. And it was just beautiful because the crowd started singing along to the chorus. It was good, And I think when we did our school talent show, we had a song called Mahogany, or I was with AG, and it's like, yeah, the year 11s, the year 12s, year 13s, even the teachers, they won't sing anymore. That was a highlight.
We did Parakeet here. That was what, 4 years ago, COVID. That was Jan 2020. That was Jan 2020, bro. That didn't go like ages ago.
I'm trying to show you love, but she really don't hate us now.
Landing like some vibes. Okay, deflected. Couch from the burning bush. Deflection, man. One goes down. Features with him. No, you don't. I've got 2 features with me, bro. I don't believe myself. I don't know you. I literally know you, bro. Is he not on episode 3?
Yeah, episode 2, Sam.
You're in episode 2, bro. What's that, bro? He's even on his Facebook. I watched a documentary, bro. Yeah, bro.
Did you know about this?
Yeah, man.
What's Brian?
Man, see.
When I was just Is that people come with their lovers?
Huh?
Is that people come with their lovers?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not. Long time no see.
I know. Hi.
How have you been?
Woo, I've been. I'm okay. Just heading into the winter seasons. Been on a bit of a bender, to be honest.
Not a bender?
Is that the word?
I don't think so.
I've been okay though, but like life has been lifing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not been as productive as I would want to be, but I do feel like I'm in like some form of like transition period. I know that might seem like but I don't know. I feel like I will actually step into it more. Certain things have happened or shifted in a sense that I feel like has created more room for the creative stuff to kind of like start happening. So I'm just kind of trying to make sense of everything that's going on. It might sound like I'm talking in riddles, but yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's weird though, because some people say like when you're in your worst situations, like you birth the best art, which I think can be true, but I think you also need to be in somewhat an okay mental state to now birth that.
Yeah.
Things can't just be haywire and up in the air. But I feel like it's like a mixture of the two, but I personally feel like it's harder to create when I'm not like at peace in that sense. But one thing I am learning, actually, when being honest, is that you can't wait for like perfect. How do I explain it? You can't wait for everything to be perfect and calm and then think, okay, when that happens and when life is good, then I'll create, because life is life. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think I'm trying to find the balance between like waiting for things to be smooth and also just like kind of just taking the jump and just doing it anyway.
One of the challenges that I face is the idea of not knowing where to start. You know, like trying to pinpoint like a starting point, you know, okay, start here and we form a strategy, go from here. So I feel like structure is something like a big challenge that I face, but also like overcoming thing this year.
Oh my god, it's the dancing guy.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, oh bless him.
Manchester legend.
I know, for real, yo.
Where are you at with finding the balance?
Still, I'm finding it. Sometimes when life has been life and it kind of leaves you with no other options but to just sit with yourself and figure out what you want to do. I think the beauty of that kind of like, I guess, isolation period is being able to kind of confront your fears head on and tackle them, because I feel like sometimes you actually you can't run anymore. Do you know what I mean? And you can't distract yourself from like pursuing like your creative endeavors with like, you know, external things that kind of make you feel anxious and stuff. Sometimes you actually can just sit down and kind of face your fears in that sense. And in a way that kind of helps you manage it better.
The struggles that I face in my creative journey is honestly overcoming like fear. As much as I know that like I have a gift and talent, I do get like quite nervous and stuff. So like sometimes I can be a bit anxious about like singing or like posting things on social media. I'd say that's a big challenge that I face.
Like I still do get scared and anxious about stuff, but like I feel like by God's grace that's actively like going away a little bit, and now I'm kind of more in a mindset of let's do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough times never last.
Tough people do.
So then now, in the streaming world, if you have more content, you have more songs, you can throw more darts, hit more bullseyes basically. You earn like 3.7k a month, something like that. You need from streams, you need like 1 million streams. To do that point, you need to get something like 3,500 streams a day.
Okay.
So the idea is, with one song, you need one song to hit 3,500 streams a day. If you have 10 songs, you'd only need 10 songs to get 350 streams a day.
So 2024, my priority is to really like get my production back, get some top tracks done and made that I've produced and rapped on and sung on, whatever, kind of build my sound. So that's going to be my priority. To the end of the year, have some songs prepped, content prepped, short form content prepped. In 2025, we go, just be consistent and keep hitting people. Try to do like a song every couple of weeks, or maybe every song a week, something like that. It's a lot of songs. It's 52 to be precise, or 26.
For example, when this guy had a song that blew, he didn't stop releasing. He would promote that song, but he also continue his methodology. And this is one thing I said, like, I'm figuring out the show, and then once the show is set, the show is just gonna run. So regardless of whatever happens, like, I'm not gonna say I'll reach out to this person to collab on it or to do that or so forth. Yeah, it can happen, but they won't stop the show. The show is 2 weeks, content every day, bish bash bosh, and that's not gonna change. So the idea to build catalog, you build catalog, and people are streaming across your catalog, the numbers will go up consistently. You're more likely to kind of have more people listening, earn more, and so forth. So that's the methodology. One thing I'm thinking about now is that it's going to be time consuming.
Yeah.
Interesting. Recently, things have been popping up that have made me have to actively assess my priorities. That means I can't be everything to everyone. I can't be everywhere with everyone. I can't commit to certain things because I'm committed to this thing. And that's one thing that I really struggled with in the past, which was like giving like my music weight, giving that my production and release stuff weight in the sense of, oh, if something's on, I just can't do that, or I'll just do that. It's like, nah, I'm committing to this thing, so, and that's a priority for me. So in line with that, I can't do this thing.
You kind of need to realize it's probably like just in you to create, and it's probably like more enough you to create. And I think what needs to be done is discipline in relation to the creative process. I think now successful people need to do something every single day. You need to figure out what's the thing you're going to do every single day. What's the consistent thing you're going to do, and then in that is like where success is found.
It's kind of tough. I don't know, Chi don't find it that tough, but I think she does in other ways, but it's like tough because like you want to say yes to certain things and so forth, but it's like, if I'm gonna prioritize this thing, I want to get to this place or get to where I'm going, I can't be outside like that. I said that guy, the one who kind of saw JFX music guy.
Which guy?
I told you about one guy kind of blew up from like 6K for like 88K.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just looking at how much he releases, time-wise, I was thinking to myself, yo, is this guy always in his room? He has to be, because of how much work he does, and like he just has to write songs and this and that. And so I don't know if he's always in his room, but he would definitely have made commitment to this thing that would mean he'd had to miss out on certain other things. I'm the sort of person I don't want to miss out on. Maybe it's FOMO, I don't know, but I don't want to miss out on certain things. I want to kind of be there, but at the same time, I'm starting to realize it's like, yo, like, it's a big commitment, so you're gonna have to. I might have to go ghost for a certain season when I get this on the show on the road. And the reality is, we get to a certain place, then now you're like, okay, cool, you got a business. But anyways, that's kind of my view on it. And to be fair, I'm saying that a lot. I'm talking it, and it's helping me, like, I guess, believe in it more. But it's gonna be just, it's challenging. I'm trying to take it one step at a time.
Mahogany is nice, but I don't think it's the brightness. I feel like that's a bit too. Oh wait, I didn't even know these guys did lipsticks. I like the pink lip, but I feel like I have to put a gloss on it. Oh my gosh!
What?
It's snowing.
No, I think it's fake.
Oh. Yeah, because it's only happening in that area. I feel like when the tough times finally start, it'll be a thing of like actually feeling my truth and doing what I want to do.
So what is what you want to do?
I want to sing. I want to sing. I want to sing. Whatever that includes. Just making my own stuff, singing like as part of projects, vocal arranging. Like I've just always wanted to sing in whatever capacity that comes in. I'm cool with it. But like I do actually want to have my own stuff though. Like I do want to be my own artist. But yeah.
What are you gonna sing about?
You say like, oh, what do you want to write about? I've got a few ideas, but I feel like when you actually fully lean into the creative process, you get a clearer idea about that. I was talking to my friend about this the other day when we were on our way home, and he was basically saying how like when you fully lean into the creative process, you're able to really think about like and discover what your sound is, what your message is, what your brand is. Those are all things that kind of you're able to define more and more. Obviously, you have an idea because you know who you are to begin with. You're able to define those things more and more as you actually lean into the process.
Lastly, how was tour? You went on tour?
Yeah, we just came back on tour with Warehouse Worship. Shout out to them. I've loved. Actually, no, we've got one more left. But we've been on tour for the past couple of months. I've loved it. It's not been like overwhelming or like overly intense because I think we also had like breaks in between each show. But like the whole process, I've loved. First time we went to Scotland, loved it. Birmingham, been there before, loved it. The 2 London nights, never done that before. Like 2 nights back to back, loved it. It's just.
Oh, you had a moment with
Todd Delaney. Oh my god, I'll send you a video. There's a video of him saying IBK, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah,
IBK, that's one.
Sang with Todd Delaney, one of my favourite gospel artists. Like it's just, it felt literally surreal just to be able to do that and to be blessed enough to be given the opportunity to do that. That was crazy, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm grateful. Anytime we go on tour, we do things, I'm always grateful because it feels like, whoa, we're actually, by God's grace, doing really, really big things. So, you know, that's always amazing. But yeah, tour was good. Looking forward to the last show. And yeah, see what next year holds.
Period.
Want the bigs, and I'm joking. I want to get in trouble.